I've never made anything this big, and he would be super freaking surprised. My boyfriend's birthday is coming up, and I do want to surprise him, being the loving girlfriend that I am. So what do you get the best boyfriend ever who already has everything? I was thinking this is the perfect opportunity for me to hand make him something. So I was scrolling on Etsy looking at crochet patterns when I stumbled onto this beast. And if you didn't know, this is Shenron from the Dragon Ball anime, which happens to be my boyfriend's favorite show. I also wanted to try making him a chunky crochet blanket, as well as buying him some gifts based on the things he likes. I only have a month left, so I do want to crochet the dragon, I want to crochet the blanket, I want to find him a bunch of Pokemon cards. I've never made anything this big, so let's see if I get it done. So this pattern called for a lot of yarn, and I wanted to wait until I got all the colors before I started to make sure I was happy with how they all looked. You'll actually see towards the end that I didn't even end up using all of these balls, but once I got everything in the mail, I felt comfortable with how it looked, and I began starting on the head. Making the head was by far the easiest part of this project. All the other pieces were super annoying to get through. And let me just say, this pattern is not for beginners. It was not beginner friendly at all. I consider myself an intermediate to advanced crocheter, and I was struggling. I struggled. So you've been warned if you want to recreate this yourself. Now, it took me about 2 hours to finish these two identical pieces. I made the jaw and the top of the head. I put both of these pieces together and I was like, yes, because the color matching was on point, and I was super happy. Now it was time to stuff the pieces. I took this polyfill and I just started stuffing the heck out of these pieces. And this part isn't as easy as you think it would be, because you really need to stuff it. Like, you need to get it like firm, but not too firm, but like, you know, squishy. Once both head pieces were fully filled, I started crocheting around the top of the head, and I made like these two protruding gaps. This is where I would eventually sew on the brown horns. Basically, by the end of day one, I felt like I had this in the bag. I was able to finish both of the pieces needed for the head, and they looked really good. They looked like the picture. I was super happy with it. Now it was time to start on the body. Now, I didn't record this part because it was such a process, but wow, the body took me days to get done. And I mean days. Look at how long it is. It was the length of a freaking scarf. I can't believe I finally finished this, and now I have to do it all over again. Now fast forward a couple days later, and I finally made it out of the trenches. I repeated everything to make the belly side, and I was feeling pretty determined to get the rest done. So today is September 24th. There's like 2 weeks left, and I feel like I still have so much left to do. I'm on the clock. I'm gonna see how much I get done. I want to work on the back scales, the side scales, the tongue, and then I have the yarn for the teeth. I want to see if I can get all those accessory pieces done today, because I still need to stuff the pieces and then actually attach them together. I feel like I need to finish this week because I still have the blanket to crochet as well, and that's just like a whole other project in itself. Let's see what I get done today. It took me several more days to make the other pieces, like the horns and the teeth and the feet, but I didn't have time to record all of that. Here are all the pieces looking so pretty. The most annoying part of this entire project was how much hand sewing I actually had to do. I just don't think I computed before I even started that this required so much hand sewing. I literally had to sew down the entire length of the body, and don't get me started on how long it took to stuff this freaking body. The stuffing was so annoying because, again, you want to stuff it, but you don't want to overstuff it. I just kept adding more and more stuffing and maneuvering that stuffing all the way towards the bottom of the body, softening it out, and this took forever, but eventually the entire body was stuffed, and oh my gosh, isn't she beautiful? Now I hand sewed the body closed and we finally got the base done. So I saved the scariest part for last, and that was making the face. This would honestly make it or break it for me. If I ruined this, I would be completely bummed. I need my project to turn out like the picture. I need it to look good, and I was just so scared of messing up the face. I was so scared of how I was gonna freehand these felt pieces because the pattern actually didn't have like a printout for you to trace. I had to freehand the inner shape that was gonna be the mouth, and I had to freehand the freaking eyes. But I think I nailed it my first try. It actually looked pretty good. I was happy with it. I placed my perfect eye over the felt so I can cut out 2 identical pieces, and now it was just time to glue the eyes and the inner mouth to the body. After gluing down the inner felt and sewing in the teeth, I was starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was coming out so beautiful. I sewed the head together and then just look at how it came out. Later that same day, I finished hand sewing all the scales to the body. Here you see me doing the back scales, and I did already attach the red side scales, and wow, it was looking amazing. And then all that was left was attaching the head. I did glue the tongue inside, and the only thing left is finishing the face. I glued down the eyes, added all my other face details, crocheted the dragon ball to put in the mouth. Now let me show you how cute this came out. I finally finished. I don't know what to say. I'm like completely surprised with myself. Like, wow. I did not think it would turn out this well. I did not think it would turn out like the picture. I always feel like my crafts have that homey DIY vibe and feel to them, but for this turned out amazing. This turned out a little store-bought. I am so freaking excited to give this to him, see the look on his face and see his reaction. The pattern did have some errors. I left the Shenron without any arms or feet. I think it gives it more of an actual like, cutesy pillow type of vibe without it. And also there was just so many counting errors in the rounds where I had to run the numbers, do chat, and see if they could do the math for me. The pattern maker severely overestimated how many skeins of yarn were needed. I finished this project and I have like 3 more balls of green yarn that I can now return. So now that I was done with the dragon, I was feeling pretty ambitious and that I could crochet the blanket. I really only have tonight and tomorrow night to actually crochet the blanket and get it done. I feel like I can do it because I want to use this chunky Bernat blanket yarn. Since it's thick, I feel like it'll work up into a blanket faster. So I sadly lost the footage of me crocheting the blanket, but I made it within 2 nights, and here's a spoiler. Here's how it turned out. Super cute. Now let me show you the rest of his gifts. So on eBay, I did find these Pokemon ETBs. They're just boxes that have 9 Pokemon packs inside of them. I also ordered him this Mewtwo Funko Pop because, again, he's into Pokemon. And I got these specific Pokemon packs from an older collection that is now a bit harder to find. And you guessed it, another big box of cards. So one of the last gifts I got him was this Bible. This is a really beautiful Bible I found on Amazon. It looks masculine, you know, with the colors, with the design, and this is a really intentional gift. It's really supposed to represent how blessed I want this new year, new new season of his life to be. Hopefully, by picking up the Bible here and there, reading a few scriptures, it would open up his life, his heart for more positivity and to really just connect with the Lord, stay happy, stay blessed. So I can't wait to actually gift this to him. I did buy some leather Bible tabs that I want to add to the Bible first before I pack it back in the box and wrap it up. I feel like the tabs just add that extra oomph and makes it easier to read and makes the Bible look nicer in the sides. So I'm gonna add that now. And now I am done. I love it, I love it, I love it. And it just feels so luxurious. So I'm with a car guy. My boyfriend is obsessed with cars, driving fast, vroom vroom, all of that. So for his next gift, I had the brilliant idea to grant him one of his longtime wishes. He's always wanted to learn how to drive manual. So I actually found this company online that offers a 3-hour manual driving lesson, and I booked that for him. So here you're seeing me make like this save the date that I'm gonna put inside of a box and wrap, so he still has the experience of unwrapping a gift, taking this out and being surprised. Up next is this Pokemon card binder that I am gonna fill with some Pokemon cards me and him have found together. This is like a little 2-in-1 gift, so he gets the binder to hold all of the cards that he's eventually gonna find, and when he opens it, he'll see some cards that we've gotten on our dates. I'm just putting it back in the box. Now at the very last minute, I did pick up 2 more card boxes. Now it's time to wrap everything. Now I was finally done, and the next morning I would be surprising him with all of his gifts. Happy birthday to you.
That's crazy. I love you so much.
Read a
This is a
scripture.
really nice Bible.
Be blessed. I added these.
Oh,
I added the
this?
tabs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that wasn't there.
No.
Oh,
That's
That's
a separate
crazy.
thing to add. But you like the design itself. I thought it was really masculine, really nice.
this is the nicest Bible I've ever seen. Yeah, the tabs are really cool.
I want you to be blessed, baby, and I want God to really help you for this new year of your life.
Oh, me too. Yo, I know it's crazy. I love you so much. Oh, there's a bag. I didn't see the bag. Who made this? How the fuck did you make this? Did you do this since like the beginning of the year?
A year is freaking crazy. No, since a month ago. Remember the green scarf I was making for Lucia?
Same.
I'm glad you like it, baby. It took so long to make it.
No, that's really cool. No, yeah, I'm gonna keep that forever. Oh. What the? Yeah, I love you.
It's a 3-hour class.